Hey everybody, it's Army Princess here and welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, welcome back. So, I really felt like talking today. I just got out the shower. I am in the locker room. I will show y'all. Back there, that's my stuff. I just got done with PT and I'm about to finish getting dressed as far as put my hair on. I got a stocking cap on right now and then do my makeup. But I ain't talked to y'all in a while. Like, I ain't really came on here and talked to my peoples. And I feel a little talky today. I know it's not the best lighting, forgive me. But I want to just forgive me, y'all. This is just, I just got out the shower. And put my deodorant on because, you know, your girl need 24-hour protection with this life I got going on. But I wanted to talk about the barracks life because I have been out the barracks for a while in my military career. But I know that I have a lot of new subscribers and a lot of new, you know, people that are joining in the military, and they will be in the barracks when they get to their duty station. So I just want to not really warn y'all, but school y'all on barracks life, because barracks life ain't no joke. Like, when I say barracks life ain't no joke, it's no joke. Like, barracks life can swallow you up and eat you alive. So I was in the barracks in Japan, and when I say the barracks in Japan was lit, the barracks in Japan was lit, y'all. Like, lit. Now, I know every duty station is not lit. Every duty station ain't like the next one. Depending on where you go, it might be a boring barracks life. I mean, at my last place, my soldiers had a real boring barracks life. But in Japan, that junk was popping. It's popping. So, before I say anything, before I tell any story about the barracks or put any information out about the barracks, if you don't take anything from this video, I want you to take this. Any soldier listening to me that live in the barracks, you better take this from this video. You better stack your bread, stack your money. If you in the barracks, you ain't got no excuse to not have no money. I mean, unless you just owe all type of stuff, you be stacking your money in the barracks. I wish somebody would have told me that when I was in the barracks, because I could have had so much money right now. But no, I blew mine on clothes and all that type of stuff. You need to stack your money if you're in the barracks. So, barracks life. Usually for people that are in the barracks, they are single soldiers. Okay, so for the people who don't know, single soldiers live in the barracks. If you marry and your spouse is there, then you're not going to live in the barracks. If you marry and your spouse is not physically there at that duty station with you, depending on your rank, you could possibly live in the barracks. But for the most part, if you're a single soldier, you're living in the barracks. Most single soldiers are young soldiers. Somebody having a whole conversation in the bathroom. Soldiers that are new to the military. They're loud. Soldiers that are new to the military, and then just, you know, younger soldiers in general. E4s and below usually. So, of course, when you young, you new to the military, you don't have a lot of rank, you are wilding, basically. I don't know what other way to say this. I don't have a eyebrow spookly, so my brow's gonna be looking half crazy. But young soldiers in the barracks be wilding. They don't have a lot to lose. So I suggest you find you some friends that have things to lose. Don't be wilding out. Don't be acting crazy, because the barracks can get you in trouble. My experience in the barracks, it was crazy. Like, I had a roommate. My roommate was cool, though. My roommate didn't bother me. I had 2 roommates while I was in Japan. Both roommates was cool. But all kind of craziness goes on in the barracks. Like, when I say people sleeping with other people, people in their rooms, people stealing from people's barracks rooms, married soldiers is sleeping with single soldiers in the barracks, in their barracks room. Like, it was crazy. We used to have, in every, for the most part, depending on how your barracks is set up, you may or may not have a day room. Our barracks had a day room. So what a day room is, it's like a big room with a couch, a TV. It usually have a stove, maybe a dishwasher, a place where you can cook your food, because in the barracks you don't have, depending on where you at, you may not have a stove in your actual barracks room. You could probably have a refrigerator and a sink, but you probably won't have a stove. So there's a place where you can go and cook your food. We used to use that as the club. When I tell you, on Saturday night, Friday night, it used to be jumping in our day room. Like, people would come to our building, come to our floor to party in our day room. We had the lights off, music bumping. Like, it was wild. It was wild. This is Japan. Oh my goodness, Japan. It was wild. People get to drinking. People get incoherent. No doesn't necessarily mean no sometimes. And things happen that probably shouldn't happen. So a lot of that can and does happen in the barracks. So please be safe in the barracks. Like, if you drinking, like they say, safety briefing, make sure you have a battle buddy. Make sure you don't leave your drink unattended. Make sure you tell somebody, you know, if you go into such and such room, let your friend know you going to such and such room, because if you don't come out, you're supposed to come out, you know what I mean? Somebody should be looking for you. Like, it's crazy what goes on in the barracks. Like, there are rapes and stuff like that can and have went on in the barracks. Not necessarily where I was at, but just in the Army life in general. That's usually where stuff happens at, is in the barracks. I would say that one of the other biggest things about being in the barracks is, usually for people that are in the barracks, like I said, they're younger, they just left from home, people just kind of wild out. Like, and that's why I'm saying stack your money. Like, you don't need to have no big screen TV in your room. You just don't. Like, I know it's nice, you got the money now, you feel like you want to ball out, but when I say you need to be frugal as fuck, you need to be frugal as fuck in your barracks room. Now, I will say that barracks rooms, for the most part in the military, are kind of bad. Like, cruddy, they don't look good, there's a lot of mold, they're just not as nice as you would want it to be. It's not gonna be home, but you can make it home. My barracks room was, when I say, we had a couch, lamps, rugs on the floor, pictures on the wall. Like, you live there, it's your home, so treat it like your home. Make it your home, dress it up, you know what I mean? Because I see people, like, I do barracks inspections now for my soldiers, and their rooms just look so blah and plain, and they just living in there, like, paint peeling off the wall. Like, spruce your room up, you know what I mean? Just, I know you didn't pay for it, and I know you don't want to live here. You may not like your roommate, but you know you're here now, so you need to make the best out of the situation. Spruce your room up, give it a little character, make it look nice, you know what I mean? You there every day, you want to live there, or you have to live there, so dress it up and make it look nice. But you don't have to go overboard. You don't have to buy. I've seen people with like an 80-inch TV in their barracks room. Like, all of these loud sounds, equipment. Save your money. The military is giving you a place to live for free. You don't have to pay rent in the barracks. All you have to do is pay cell phone, maybe cable. You don't need cable. With all the stuff that they get now, Fire Stick and all of that, you don't need cable. Hulu, whatever. Go to the gym when you get out of work. You need to be saving your money in the barracks. Go get you some food. This is another thing. I see people eating out all the time. Okay, yes, it's hard because you may not have a stove. Go get you some food. Go get you some sandwich meat. Go get you some salad. Get you some healthy stuff. Not a bunch of TV dinners. Not eating out every day. Get you some food where you can stretch your food for a whole week. Usually, if you're in the barracks, you eating off of a meal card, so you can eat in a DFAC for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But we all know that shit gets old, and the food may not be that good. Like, breakfast, in my opinion, is the best food in the military. After that, it kind of goes downhill for dinner and lunch. But go get you some food. You should not be eating out every day. Like, I watch the Army Barbie, and nothing against her. I love her. I think she's so hilarious. But I be wanting to say, girl, get you some food. Go buy you some food. Like, eating out Buffalo Wild Wings and ordering pizza and ordering Chinese every day is not, it's not going to help you save money. It's not going to help you with your fitness. And overall, it's just not good for you. So, shoot, I got me a crock pot. Let me tell you, now there's things you're not supposed to have, like a cooking eye or a hot plate. You better get you a hot plate and hide it and lock it in your closet when you're not using it when they do barracks inspection. Get you a crock pot, get you a skillet, and cook you some food. That's how you're going to save money. That's how you're going to be healthier. Cook you some food. That's a hack that I just showed y'all. A tip and a hack. Get you a crock pot, get you a skillet, get you a cooking eye, and cook your food yourself. What else I got for y'all about barracks life? Make sure you lock your stuff up. Make sure you lock your doors. Within the barracks, they have laundry rooms. Make sure you need to set you a timer. If you put your stuff in there and your stuff say 35 minutes, set you a timer and go back and get your stuff in 35 minutes. Because when I tell you that people will steal your stuff out the wash machine. Like, I done had bras stolen, panties stolen, PT shirts stolen. Like, people will steal your stuff. People looking for a come up, they will steal your stuff. So make sure you set your timer. I even seen people stay in there with their stuff. Like, bring them in not a newspaper, but a magazine, YouTube, whatever you do. And you can even sit in there with your stuff. I mean, I didn't really do that because it wasn't that big a deal. And my room was right down the hall from the laundry room. But set you a timer and go back and get your stuff. Do not leave your stuff in there for like, I've seen people leave their stuff in there for like days. Like, what are you doing? Do you need these clothes? And make sure you wash your clothes. That's another thing, because there's some stinking ass people in the military. And you don't want to be one of them people. Please don't be one of them people. There's a lot of alcohol in the barracks. Like, people have bars in their room. Just liquor in general. If you under 21, please don't have any liquor in your room. You can get in trouble. And just drink responsibly, because I used to drink. I had liquor in my room. My room was the douche. Like, people used to come to our room and just chill out. Me and my friend, me and my other two friends, we would just like hang out in each other's room. But just be safe. The two biggest things that I have is be safe in the barracks. Lock your stuff up. Eat healthy in the barracks. And save your coins. Save your money. Save your money. Save your money. I don't care if you got to make you some allotments. Pay all your debt down. You shouldn't really have anything. For the most part, I know there are people that have kids back home. And they have bills. And they're helping out their family members. Or whatever. That's all well and good. But you need to make sure you have something for yourself. You need to be saving your money. Because once you do move up in rank. And you get to a house or whatever. That's gonna cost. So while you in the barracks, save your money. And if you go overseas, man, you're gonna get something called COLA, cost of living allowance. So it's like extra money in your paycheck to help offset the price of the economy. So when I was in Japan, we get our regular paycheck and then we get COLA on top of it. So sometimes, depending on the yen rate and the dollar rate, it fluctuates every month. I would get like $800. Like, I had $800 extra in my paycheck that was just from COLA. That $800 is not $800 you would normally get, and it's not $800 you would get if you were in the States. So what a lot of people do is just save that. Put that $800 directly in the bank. It's like you wouldn't have never had it And so if you put it up, you won't miss it. That's an extra $800 in your savings account. So another tip that a lot of people do is put their COLA up. Like, so if you're in Germany or if you're in Japan or somewhere like that, and you're going to get COLA every month, it's going to fluctuate every month, put that COLA directly in your savings account. When you come back from overseas, that's like extra money that you can have in your savings account that you can use towards stuff when you come back to the States that you didn't even really miss because you kind of wouldn't have never even gotten it anyway if you were stationed in the States. So that's another big tip, is to put your COLA up. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here because I'm pretty much done. I just gotta put my wig on, and that ain't gonna take nothing but a minute. I gotta hurry up and get to work. But I just wanted to come on and make sure I give y'all a little tips for my barracks people. Let me flip this wig on real quick like this. Look, 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 look. Bam, bam, girl. Looking cute, girl. Looking cute, girl. Okay. And then to the people who are just joining my channel, because I do have new subscribers, make sure you check out my playlist. I do have a military one-on-one playlist. It's going to give you lots of tips and information on military life, what to expect in the military, some of my experiences. If you're thinking about joining and you're going to talk to a recruiter, if you need help with PT, make sure you definitely check out those playlists. I will link it here. And I will see y'all in the next video because I'm about done. Your girl looking cute and I got to get to work. Holla!
Hey, if you want to see more videos like this, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. Like, what are you waiting on? Go now.